See you soon.
As a channel member, we want to have stuff for you guys. What we plan to do, of course, have those emojis, a bonk emoji.
Yeah.
We want to do comic strips for you guys to kind of keep our characters and comics out there, keep the creative blood flowing, and just little strips, maybe monthly.
Develop notifications, sub if you haven't. We're trying to make the best content we can out here and do something more like a podcast.
Let's get out of here. I've had enough of this.
Ooh, what a rush!
Hey yo. 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 All right, for a minute there I thought you lost it. Whoa. Hey yo.
Who are those guys?
Your brothers? No.
Yes!
I get him to get on my nerves. Who are those guys?
I couldn't do that. Could you do that? How can they do that? Who are those guys?
The fucking DIAZ brothers!
Threats are part of wrestling, you know? But you gotta look at the person that's making the threats. This fat son of a bitch is challenging all of us, has been world champions before, been in this business 15, 20 years, and this fat son of a bitch is gonna challenge us all out.
Calm down, okay? All right?
He's fat! I'm gonna...
about this.
I don't care if he don't... I'll make him bleed!
This kid's definitely on crack right now.
Connor, I know the media has a ton of questions for you, so I just want to ask you, what do you think of this turnout?
Yeah, fuck the DIAZ brothers, yeah? Fuck those cockroaches!
It's Friday night. Turn that stereo up and get close to your radio/computer system because the DIAZ brothers are back. Tonight we have special guest Dennis on. Which I don't remember his last name, but he does Tome Erecting, and he's coming back with his third book, ladies and gentlemen, the DIAZ brothers.
Dennis Farina. It's not Dennis Farina from Miami Vice. He was in Miami Vice. Chicago, ex-Chicago Comics. He
Trouble.
In Little China?
Big Trouble.
Just Big Trouble?
Yeah, fantastic, underrated film. Finale.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Don't turn your radios up. Turn your speakers up on your computer.
Yeah, I forgot. This is 2024.
Don't touch that dial.
Yeah, not 1990s or 1940s. You know, you guys are into radio.
Yeah. Dennis Farina also replaced Robert Stack on Unsolved Mysteries.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dennis Demenis.
Yes.
That was good. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Friday. It is Friday once again. I feel like this one didn't zoom by too fast. What do you think, Brandon? We are the Diaz brothers.
No, yeah, it seemed okay. It seemed like a normal 60 seconds per minute type of week.
Dennis Feta, like the cheese?
Like the cheese, it seems.
Well, that is. What's up, Dennis? Good to see you. Well, I'll get Dennis on here in about some amount of time. 30 minutes before the end of the show. He's been on already, but I've come up with at least one new question to ask him, which I don't think I've asked him before. But you guys are in the chat. Spread this out. Right. Shout it out on social media that we are live. This is starting your weekend off correctly.
He says he is Greek.
There we go. So. There we go. Sure, he's heard that a lot. Let us know. How do we sound today? How's the speaker system on this day?
Am I coming in clear? Hey, Mom, I said, am I coming in clear?
You let us know.
Alex VRB says, turn my volume up 8.28%.
Did he say that specifically?
Yeah, he says it right there.
All right. I think that's 8.2. I see people talk. We got Whack Ass in the chat. Good to see you.
What's up?
Citizen Ronan.
What's up?
Alex VRB, who I just packaged. His book was packaged today, not by my hands, but it is. I told this person to package it, and hopefully it'll be going out either tomorrow or Monday. I think we could do a quick. I could do probably a quick post office run in the morning, and then tomorrow we're going to be packing all day.
Alex Ruby said that you turned yourself up by mistake.
No. Did I do that?
Maybe.
No chance. Why would my mic be that mic? I'll just turn everybody up here.
So you've handled Alex's package.
Yeah, well, it was handled. It'll be sent out. And tomorrow we're doing a package party, Brandon. I'm forcing you to come over and pack things like you used to.
Yeah,
how do you feel about that?
I have to make the labels.
Yeah, then you'll make the labels.
I have to enter in all the tracking information.
But then, right, you still need to do that.
Right.
Also, you're not speaking at all. You're speaking quietly is what the issue is.
No, I sound fine. I can hear myself.
Right,
just
but you're
fine.
inside your head. You know? Alex says, I wanted Phil to personally handle my package, but he passed the buck.
Yeah, he's making me do it. You hear this?
But how's everybody doing out there? Let's see who else there. Atherline is here. Good to see you. But Brandon read your comment. Shenanigans. Henry Bemis talking about Henry there. What was the comment?
I don't know.
Guys, if you could refrain from talking to each other so it doesn't confuse us, that would be very helpful. Let's see. Michael Disha is in the chat. Says, good audio. Thank you. Scrolling up here. Snarkticon is here.
What's up?
There was some shade thrown in the chat earlier. Snarkticon says he was the first comment, blow it out your ear jab, and then he puts a booby symbol.
Yeah.
And then
in memoriam of Bobby.
Right, yeah. Bobby hasn't been around. Lord Nemesis was second saying, huh?
Ooh?
Or maybe it's not a question. It's like, huh? And then Jav was third. So what's up, Jav? Lord Nemesis. And everybody else in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here. Great show for you. Michael Bancroft is here. Good to see you, Michael.
What's up?
Do you ever consider that the streams are just kind of like background noise, and then the conversations in the chat is the actual meat of the stream?
Right, like this is
like something going on.
AOL Messenger.
Right, it's just like a messenger
chat room.
Right, exactly. And then it's just like having the TV on in the background while you're talking to your friends in the chat room.
Right, because chat rooms don't really exist anymore. So it's like, whose stream can we go hang out in and chat in with each other?
Right. Usually you could find like one of those 24-hour classical music streams or something. And then where there's like nobody in there, but you can make friends with people from all around the world.
Yeah, like
that's
Nemo's,
kind of like
Nemo's Dreamscape.
Right, Nemo's Dreamscape,
a great
or
channel.
Yeah,
does that live music.
I haven't done that.
Or right now, you could watch the entirety of Space Ghost Coast to Coast looping on the Adult Swim YouTube channel.
They also, I just saw this on YouTube when I was at the gym. They put up all or at least most of the King of the Hill episodes on YouTube, like just uncut, no commercials, just to watch for free.
Yeah, there's probably only like 17 Space Ghost Coast to Coast episodes, it feels like, because every time I turn it on, it's the same episode.
Bob
Costas or Raven Simone, which is actually a good one because Macho Man's on that one.
Only those 2 episodes.
Or the other one is Conan O'Brien. There's another one.
Yeah, and Conan O'Brien on Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and then also on Hot Ones, right?
Yeah,
just like running the generational gamut.
Yeah, there for sure. Henry Bemis says Lost Pages 4: Revenge of Big Chungus. Well, when Big Chungus goes into public domain, we'll have to do something. I was actually wearing my Big Chungus shirt yesterday.
Yeah, what year was that?
I don't know.
The guy who was interrogating Snake says the year.
Probably. Yeah, we'll have to watch that again. No raid tonight. I'm coloring all. So you're not streaming tonight at all?
My God. People want to watch you color, though.
Yeah, I thought you did color streams. Those are kind of boring, though.
Yeah, but we've already established that the chat is the entertainment here.
That's right. Yeah, they want to talk to each other while you color, Bancroft. Just start a stream, okay? What are you? You're not coloring now, are you? But today is a big day. You didn't see this, but you know Jake
from State Farm?
Not from State Farm. All right. He's not even from the States. He's a limey bloke who didn't raid into our show. He ended his stream. Did he? Did he raid it?
Right. He said, what's his thing? What's his name?
Hyper Wizard?
Yeah, he said Hyper Aid.
Did we get a raid?
We did.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I take
he
that back.
came in.
He says he did raid.
Else came with him.
Yeah. Did anyone come over, or was it just you, Jake? No, I appreciate it. He was going to end his stream 17 minutes before we started.
Yeah, that's too long of a gap.
Anyways, yesterday he's like, "Oh, I'm going to do this before anybody," and then he pulled out his Poochie pop.
Yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. Overshadowing your Monday reveal of your Poochie Funko Pop.
Well, I already revealed it on Twitter.
And then Irene thought we were making up Ku Klux Klan.
Bet she did.
Hilarity ensued.
I bet she did. Did she believe Disgruntled Goat?
I don't think she cared about Disgruntled Goat.
He had his moments.
Oh, we got Alan in the chat. Jake the Snake from State Farm would have been clutch. Best ideas in teaching, I guess. Jake the Snake from State Farm. Overshadowing.
Did you show the clip with Ku Klux Klan in it?
No, I didn't
to prove it to her, or you just pull up a picture?
I just pulled up the picture
that I had.
Yeah, then Alex VRB put Ku Klux Klan in the meme that he made for last night as well.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, classic character.
Speaking of Simpsons, you sent me this, which I don't know if anybody remembers this. It's actually on this day. Today is officially whack. Is this Whacking Day, Brandon?
Yeah, it's Whacking Day.
Why can't I?
May 10th, Whacking Day.
It is May 10th. Is there sound to this clip?
No.
No?
I think it's just a GIF.
Oh, it is just a GIF. Every May 10th, local residents gather
video.
To drive the snakes into the center of town and whack them to snake heaven.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you know, like, you're out there and you celebrate Whacking Day, today is the day. Happy Whacking Day to you.
Yeah, happy Whacking Day, everybody.
I have not observed Whacking Day in a long time. It's just a lot going on.
When's the last time you saw a snake, though, you know?
It's been a while. It's been years.
That one time there was a snake in our backyard, right? Is that what you're thinking of?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
And then before that, I mean, I don't even think snakes. If I told you, Brandon, that snakes have not existed in 15 years, you would have no other proof otherwise.
Well, I haven't seen snakes in at least 10 years probably, because I haven't gone to any zoos.
Yeah.
I don't live in an area where there's a lot of snakes.
So you think the simulation is running low on capacity?
Well,
drive
as
space?
the main character, yeah, the only things that get rendered are what I'm currently
right.
Interacting with. So yeah, I haven't been around a snake in a long time, so they probably just like bounced that to another server.
Has anyone seen a snake recently? Maybe Bancroft. He lives in deep Texas, aka Australia. But yeah, there was a snake in our backyard once, and then when we were kids, we would catch garter snakes, which I thought were called garden snakes, in the big pile of, what was that, wood chips in the back of the YMCA? Remember that?
Yeah, it was by the railroad tracks.
There was tracks over there?
Yeah.
Well, there were high tracks. There was like on a big hill.
Yeah, viaduct, they call those.
Let's see what people are saying about these snakes. Snakes are a lot of RAM.
Mm-hmm. We saw one, but it glitched.
Ellie's seen a snake about 3 years ago.
Dude, the lady snake from Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, before she transformed into that snake thing.
Yeah. Well, that was probably why there was about probably an increase of snakes because of that movie.
Because of the movie, you think so?
Yeah.
Water moccasins.
I've never seen a water moccasin, I don't think. See, 10 years ago, last time I saw one.
Yeah, that checks out with us also.
Bancroft says a couple of years ago, there was one in the park, a common brown. What? Are we talking about second most venomous snake in the world? Now, was this like
talking about snakes or shifty people?
Now, is this like
a common brown?
The way he's talking about it is like, yeah, a couple of years ago, did this make the news?
Yeah.
Or did you see it? The news in Australia is just all about deadly animals.
Citizen Ronan says, I live in Florida and see snakes on the reg. That's when I go down to Florida and I see that there's just lizards, that are just like free.
Yeah, just on the sidewalk.
Right. And you could just take them, right?
Right. Well, they want you to take them.
I mean, I guess, right? The government doesn't want you to know, but you could just take these lizards, right?
Yeah.
And it's crazy to me because we don't have lizards up here because they would die.
Because it's too cold?
Well, the gorillas kill them off. Yeah. But it's just mind-boggling to me that there's just like these lizards that are running around. It's really funny. It's not mind-boggling. I just find it funny.
Sometimes there's like toads over here, like in the parks and stuff
like that. Yeah, the gorillas don't care about the frogs. They leave them alone. But they don't like the lizards.
Bancroft, this is a little sus. Nah, it was just me and another lady. Well, let's break down the sentence here.
What?
Another lady? Is Michael saying that he is the first lady and then the other lady was his companion at the time?
See. Yeah. This is subject object.
Right. And then this other lady yelled out snake.
I see.
What's he doing in the park with another lady? Interesting. B Rose, what's up, B Rose? Yo, I'm pretty sure I sent out, if I remember B Rose's real name, I sent out his Lost Pages package this week. And wasn't B Rose around Houston? Well, he was at Matsuri.
Well, he showed up. I don't know
if you're still over there, I'm gonna be at Comic Palooza in a couple weeks. So look that up, B Rose. We could hang out. Come to the con. I meant to hit you up. I am in Houston. Yeah, there you go. Maybe we can hang out. Was Bancroft wearing a trench coat in the park? He could have been. Let's see what people are saying about Bancroft. So Bancroft and some street prostitute were at the park when a common brown came over asking for the dollary dues.
You add Purple Monkey Dishwasher to the end of that, and I think we have the story.
Exactly. All right, yeah. Well, that's today. Today is whacking day. So if you see any snakes, you could whack them with a stick.
Pound those snakes.
Yeah, go get those snakes out there. All right, let's see what else is on the docket. I think. Oh, should I show this big Pringle? It might be too horny for the stream.
Yeah, that's a Monday.
It's a Monday thing.
Stream
All right, I'll say that
thing.
for Monday.
Those are the kind of ads, though, that I wish people would hire me to make for them.
Pringle ads.
Yeah,
but Pringles do have seed oils. We have a new seed oil jingle to go over a little bit later. But a little update on the campaign. I talked about it. The campaign is still open for the Lost Pages 3 guys. And this is awesome. We've been getting backers. We got about 3 awesome backers this week. And we're only like $200 away from breaking another 1,000, which would be 43,000 on the campaign. This week, we brought all of like the previous books we've had that we also sold on the campaign, like Lost Pages 1.
right.
The reprint, Lost Pages 2, we brought that over to my place, which I'm doing fulfillment out of. And I utilized the, what would you call it? Ancillary closet.
Right.
And I put all the books in there. So that's been cool. And another thing that I'm really excited about is I thought we ran out of the reprints of Lost Pages 1, which I don't even think we have here, the Dan Dahl cover from the second campaign, but I found a stack of them. So I thought I was going to have to email everybody and be like, hey, sorry.
I'm pretty sure we intentionally put those off to the side.
Yeah.
So that we don't oversell them.
If you're not paying attention and you just see a spine of books and you see a different one laying on top, you're like, oh, I just assume this is all the Lost Pages 2.
Yeah,
so
true.
we do have reprints still. And maybe when we're done with fulfillment, we'll put them up on our site. But thank you guys so much for backing, getting us to almost to 43,000. And if you guys haven't grabbed any ash cans or whatever, just look up in the updates and there's like a secret perk. I know Henry Bemis forgot to grab ash cans, and so he grabbed them like last week.
Oh, nice.
So we could send those out to them. But thank you guys for your patience as well. This weekend we're gonna really storm. Is that a verb? We're gonna really blitz. We're gonna blitz fulfillment. Yeah. Brand's gonna bring over some from Fry the Coop chicken.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of no seed oils, Alex
right.
BRB says, I saw an ad for tortilla chips fried in beef tallow. Then I saw the price, seed oil for me. Yeah, those are those masa tortilla chips that I was talking about.
They're expensive?
You did say tortilla chips. Yeah. Yeah, they're like $8 a bag, and there's probably somewhere between 8 and 12 chips in the bag.
Really?
Yeah, they're super delicious. But they're expensive as hell.
Let's move that over a little bit. Yeah, dude, those are good. The Siete chips are really good too.
Siete chips are good, but they're not corn tortilla chips.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
The masa
potato
ones are real corn tortilla chips in beef tallow, and they're so good, but they're insanely expensive. They're like top hat champagne bathtub masa chips expensive. Like it's stupid how expensive they are.
Yeah, it might not be worth it. Just make your own. If you can get tortillas without seed oils in them. Let's see. What horrible energy drink full of seed oils is Phil drinking? It's not filled with seed oils, right?
Correct. That is not filled with
This is
seed oils.
Jocko's Go drink, and it doesn't have seed oils in it.
They changed the can.
Yeah, they changed the can.
Yeah, no high
There's a
fructose corn syrup.
New flavor as well. Mango passion fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
those are really
there you go, guy in his room. Take that.
Hold it.
We do have a super chat from Tatsu Sama saying yo.
What the hell kind of currency is that?
CHF. I don't know, look that up.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Look it up. But there's a yo for you, and then we say
Hey, yo.
We say hey yo back. Thank you for the super chat. And if you guys do super chat, of course, on this channel, you get a special bonk. And here's your bonk.
All right. A CHF is a Swiss franc.
They already beat you to it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
And
Alex,
each
wow.
Swiss franc is worth $1.10 American. So
Yo.
we made out like a bandit on that.
Hell yeah. Cody's in the chat. Hey, yo, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everybody.
up?
Gordon Goodbrother is here as well. Yeah. So people have been getting their books in. Awesome. I love seeing you guys post it up, tag us in it everywhere. We make this big here, go through some of these. Dominic Mason got some awesome books. Oh, and all the tomes are going out as well. So if you guys got just the tome, I know Finatra just got the tome. He said he got his already this week too.
Here's the full name.
This is what it is?
I guess, unless he's making a larf here. That's insane. We just say dollar.
Yeah.
It's significantly easier.
So let's translate that. Confederate
Confodera
Helvetica. I don't know what that word would be.
Helvetica
Frank.
is cool.
That is a cool. Johnny, yo, JP's in the chat. What's up, JP? He's been posting some amazing art.
I've seen his art.
Good to see you, brother. Yeah, so people have been posting their pictures of their hauls. We got Amanda B also posting it up. I love seeing the and she got a kick-ass Joe Ball sketch card. Sweet. We're gonna do
nice.
a lot of those sketch cards this week as well. And I saw someone posted the foil card saying that it was their favorite trading card so far. Yeah, you did a killer job on the foil on that. Chad got his in. Oh wait, this is not. God damn it, Chad. We got to go over that in a second. Citizen Ronan, Chad did have a post about his. And I love seeing the ash cans together. The red came out so sick this time. And the blue here with the two ash cans. So if you guys did get them, read them and tweet about that as well. Let us know what you guys thought of the stories. Which story was your favorite? What was your favorite part of the Lost Pages? I know a lot of people have been asking questions like that recently. Let us know. The funny thing is that when we asked Vaughn, you weren't. I think it was the night before we had Vaughn on. I actually asked him because he's like, "Oh yeah, I read Lost Pages. I really dug it." And I'm like, "Vaughn, what was your favorite part?" And people that haven't read this won't understand this, but you will. He says his favorite part was the banana guy.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, what? Really? And he's like, yeah, that was awesome. And we're like, that's good because I had some worries about that. Some self-doubt.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's a Freudian slip on Vaughn's part.
Yeah, I could see that too. Maybe. But let us know, guys. And has anybody in the chat read it yet? You know, Snarticon says, unless Rini is telling me the origin of Switzerland Bancroft, I don't care. There's some animosity in the chat right now.
Yeah, he's trying to give us the whole lecture series on the history of Switzerland, and it's so fascinating. And
he should do a stream about
why they're the guard of the Pope.
Everybody talking about the Swiss franc still. Awesome one with the bananas. Appreciate that. Banana.
Yeah, Paulus, Art says banana goes in mouth. Yeah, true.
I heard some people make smoothies with the banana peel.
Right, but it still goes in the mouth.
That's true.
Right?
So people say Freudian slip on a banana.
Freudian slip on banana.
Johnny says, having self-doubts around your banana, I heard there's pills for that.
Yeah, I keep getting these ads all the time.
Narwhal has the bigger banana. Yeah, Narwhal put this giant banana in a comic he did.
Oh, yeah.
Just because he wanted to put a giant banana in a comic.
There's something up with people and enjoying bananas. There's this Courage the Cowardly Dog episode where he travels forward into the future, and then everybody on Earth is a banana person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then they're all like super excited to go inside of this big temple, and then inside the big temple, there's just like this big monkey eating all of the banana people.
As like a sacrifice?
Yeah, but the people outside don't know what's happening on the inside.
Remember the cartoon Banana Man? I've seen clips of it. I've seen the intro. I don't think I've ever seen it. It did look cool. I remember more Bananas in Pajamas. Remember that one?
Bananas in Pajamas. Yeah, I do remember that one. Alex Urb loves the Return the Slab episode. Yeah, it's classic.
Return the Slab. Oh yeah, it's I forgot.
King
I
Ramses
wrote the
Curse.
story, but it's not a banana. It's more of a pineapple, but
Right.
he has banana fingers.
Right. I was thinking that, right? I was like, pretty sure it's a pineapple, but maybe Phil changed it.
No, it's a
But,
pineapple.
Well,
Also,
Vaughn
it
is
was
very
designed
focused on the bananas.
Yeah.
Then, for some reason.
I think I'm pretty sure he said banana. Maybe he said pineapple, but Alan actually designed that.
Yeah, Alan's
thing,
done a
character.
couple of cool things in his tenure.
I think I might have put the concept art in the back too. I don't know. The book is actually right behind you. I could check, but I should probably read the book. It's
No,
been a
let
little
the
bit.
people read.
Oh, you remember this one? Pen, pineapple, apple pen.
Yeah, I think about that at least once a year.
Do you?
Yeah.
Should we watch it?
No.
Okay. We won't watch it. Yeah, that was a really annoying fad. I wouldn't even call it a meme.
Banana hammocks.
All right, enough of this banana talk.
It seems like it's the hot topic of the stream here.
No, we're talking about seed oil. So Monday we premiered a new seed oil song that may have been AI.
It's 100% AI, but this is the guy who has the YouTube channel that everybody should be watching. He did the big expose on the $1 billion seed oil industry that's
Joseph
killing
Everett?
you. Yeah, it's him. He's got the What I've Learned YouTube channel.
Okay.
Changed my life.
Yeah, we're out here
Scared
talking
the hell out of me. All right. And he's out there telling it like it is. It's great.
There's a question: is banana oil a seed oil?
Banana trees are herbs, right? And
What?
they grow from like one big plant, from what I understand.
All
so
right.
I'm not really sure. Like,
What's an herb?
it's just the way that they grow, right? So they're like not a tree,
Uh-huh.
right? They're not like a woody tree. So I'm not sure about like their seeds and stuff like that or how they grow. I don't really know. Like, I know that they're like a system, right? And then I get, well, from now, all the bananas are just the same. So I don't know. I don't really know about banana seeds or anything like that.
All right, well,
the
let's-
bananas that we have probably don't even, they've genetically modified. They don't even have seeds.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's seeds in bananas.
Cranberry Langer says bananas contain seeds. Maybe are they just tiny? I don't know much about
They're mushy.
bananas. I'm appreciating what's happening here.
All right, let's listen to this song that's not AI, but it's about seed oils. Learn something, guys.
Yeah, girl, you drive me crazy. Damn, she blow my mind. I mean, my brain is literally getting fucked up by the seed oils. She puts in a cookie. Oh yeah, the linoleic acid in the seed oils, lowest levels of DHA in the body. We need DHA for brain health. Don't you know that, shorty? She fine, but she puts fucking seed oils in the food. Ah, hell nah, she got seed oils up in her crib. Studies show excess linoleic acid in mother's breast milk lowers the child's IQ. Whoa. You don't want to stop with DHA. DHA is important for memory, reaction speed, mood, stress resilience, and general executive function. I make it rain for you, girl. But damn, you fucking up my brain for you. You really don't see all it's gonna be. No D, no D, no D, no D.
There you have it.
Yeah, I recommend avoiding seed oils if at all possible, and it is at all possible.
Yeah, did I tell? Was this last week or was it Monday? I told the story. It was
About
probably
what?
Monday about
We
how
sell a
I,
lot of stories here on the stream.
Well, I had some French fries over the weekend.
Oh, right. And then your brain swelled up.
No, it wasn't my brain, but yeah, I had my knee and hip ached the next day. I don't know if that's psychosomatic. It's probably
Could
not.
be. No, it probably is not. He
think
did
it's the
have a
inflammation.
different song that was about how Procter & Gamble, I think it was the inventors of Crisco, paid off the American Heart Association
Yeah.
to skew the results of the dietary studies to show that it wasn't the seed oils causing cardiovascular problems. The songs are not good, but they have really good information.
It's a good
within
message,
them,
right? Yeah.
And then I like the part where he's like, she's fucking up my brain. It's just really funny. The timing is funny. He has good timing.
It's all about the story. It's about the message, the theme. All right.
Right, exactly. Subject matter.
Right. It's like a comic with not great art, but with great story.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, like
Plus, I appreciate good executive function as much as the next person.
What would be a comic like that? That's like, what's that Alan Moore book? You know that
Watchmen.
one? Not the Watchmen. The Jack the Ripper one.
I don't know. I'm unfamiliar.
Why can't I think of it?
It's the seed oils that you had in those
something
fries.
hell. Something
Your
hell.
Executive function.
Hell. Something hell.
It said it in the song, Phil. Your memory is effed up because of the seed oils that you ate.
From
the other
hell.
day.
From hell. I was thinking of Swamp Thing Green Hell. There we go.
Executive function. Go.
Thank you. From hell. There we go. I appreciate it. All right. Yeah. So everybody, let's take a break from seed oils.
Cranberry Langer's nose. Good executive function brings all the ladies to the yard. Oh, yeah.
Alan Moore's Helly Hell. Alan Moore's in the news again.
Heckin' heck.
Did you see this? Everybody's mad about Alan Moore.
Yeah, he had like a sport jacket on with a tank top on or something like that.
Did he?
Fashion faux pas, this guy.
Here's the thing about Alan Moore is...
Let me tell you why they don't invite him to the Met Gala. Okay? Because he wears a tank top underneath a sport coat.
No, he's always at the Met Gala. He's the one performing the sorcery in the center
Yeah.
of the cloaked people.
He's just the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, he's there already when people get there. No, the thing about Alan Moore is I saw that video and I'm like, oh, I just assumed this was from 15 years ago because the guy's looked like he's 85 for 30 years.
Yeah.
So you can't tell when any video
That's
is
true.
from.
That is true. Well, he keeps it. He likes it that way, I think.
Sure. Yeah. I think it's that lizard or snake god that he worships or something like that.
The world snake?
Yeah. Ouroboros.
Ooh.
No, that's the snake that eats its own tail.
I figured it was the same snake.
What's his name? Jormungandr.
Is it some Norse thing?
Yeah, Jormungandr. Jormung. Yeah. He's the world snake.
Gordon Gerber says his hair used to be brown and now it's not brown.
Nope. That's not true.
Is he doing like a Shiwa Khan, like mind control over everybody, creating the illusion that he's looked the same for the last 80 years?
Yeah. Not Mjolnir. It starts with a J. Your mama gander. It's with
the
a
world
J.
snake.
There it is. Jormungandr and some she or
There
some
you go.
she.
Moromi's got it for
There
you.
you go.
With the umlau.
Yeah.
You're not pronouncing the umlau properly,
I
Phil.
don't know how to do it. He is cool though. Thor does kill him. Yeah, so everyone's mad at
Normie, they call him for short.
Alan Moore. Everybody's always mad at Alan Moore though. Which, that's cool.
So what was his problem?
Oh, he was just I saw this tweet too. I forget who tweeted out, but they're like, oh, so Alan Moore said the same thing that he always says when he goes out in public and people are still mad about it. He was just saying that like comics were childish.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was. Because I saw a rebuttal to his video and somebody was like, I don't remember who it was, but somebody was like, oh, he effectively ruined comics with the Watchmen by creating the gray area, which is like edgy, right? Like the edgelord superhero comic genre, which everybody wants to be in now. Which, I mean, realistically, I don't know a huge comic book history, but like you do see that turn and then everybody wants to be in like that. Is he a hero, but he's got to do things that are not quite right?
Right, but he's also human. And he makes bad decisions too.
And that does get played out.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely an argument on both sides of that. But at the end of the day, it's like, oh, all you creators, you guys make your own decisions, so,
Right, and
You're
the
creating your own.
fans speak with buying the product and prolonging everything.
Right,
you know?
and it's a very similar argument with the American Western as a film, where you have like the golden age of the Ford Westerns, where the main character is, you know, the white hat wearing hero,
Mhm.
and then the subversion of the spaghetti Western, very similar to the comics, where like the spaghetti Western became super popular and so inflated that there was 500 spaghetti Westerns made in 3 years, and then it literally killed the genre
Yeah.
of all Westerns.
Yeah.
And then after the 70s, it was just a drop off.
Well, you could also see that, like, because the decade's changing and stuff like that, people get tired of things, and then you know, you go back. We were so far removed from the Western, it was no longer romantic. Right now, you need a new romantic thing, which is always just before you were born is the most romantic time, right?
Definitely.
And you know, that moved on. But that's why, you know, something like Judge Tushy, right?
Yeah.
Straightforward premise. She just wants to arrest you because you're horny and it's illegal.
Yeah, no horny guys. But I mean, you draw parallels from the Western genre with spaghetti Westerns to comics, and also professional wrestling with like the Attitude Era and comics as well, where you have the subversion of your hero who is a loner badass and, you know, sticks it to the man and does questionable things and is in for it for themselves and revenge. And it's very fascinating to see how all that stuff goes in a very similar way. No corny.
No corny.
Yeah. 80s fantasy movies as well. Let's see what people are saying here. The 80s are the best times.
Yeah. It's the romanticization of it. But Snaracom was lived through the 80s. So
that's old.
Yeah.
It involves the world deconstruction. I'm out. Yeah, you can call
You're
it.
not going to like Phil's cyberpunk dystopian future with Dyson spheres surrounding the sun.
There's no deconstruction there. That's going to be cool, though. Yeah. I'm doing this thing. It's called cyberpunk. You probably never heard of it.
A whole new genre.
I basically created it.
Yeah.
Remember, what's that guy's name? William Gibson? Yeah, that's me. He wrote a Neuromancer.
I think you're talking about Mel Gibson.
No, William Gibson. Wackass says, nice. Just got back my liver function numbers.
Oh, no.
And I'm all good. So I'm getting blasted to celebrate. Well, that's good. Yeah, my new project, it's called Neuromancer.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Well, if you stay away from the seed oils, you probably won't get fatty liver syndrome, so you'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
So look at the Romans. They used to drink like crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and they had one of the greatest empires there ever was.
Seed Romancer.
Recorded empires, by the way. Seed Romancer?
Yeah.
Romancing the seed. But that's a
Alright.
different type of movie.
All right, we got this. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this X-Men show that's out, but Brandon and I watched the new episode.
Uh-huh.
What was your opinion on the new X-Men episode?
I probably only saw visually 50% of the episode because I was working during it.
Were you though?
Yeah.
You were looking at like little plastic things is what you were doing.
Was I?
3D printed things.
Well, that was working. I was working. Yeah, I got one gripe, but you know, other than that, it was cool.
Yeah, I had that one gripe too. We got a Devil Flyer in the chat. What's up, Devil Flyer? Good to see you.
Other than hard shell taco ass that every girl has in the movie, I only had one other gripe.
Yeah, it was crazy. Everybody should watch it.
I liked the resurgence of the old Magneto costume.
Oh yeah, I didn't really realize that. That's back.
I didn't like how when Asteroid M showed up, they just dragged it off screen like Poochie going back to his home planet.
Yeah, but he pulled it down into the Earth's atmosphere.
Right, that's
which is kinda
fine.
cool.
Except the thing is massive, right? So it should not just instantly start moving and not accelerate, right? It was just went from 0 to its velocity, and then that was it. Like there was no force moving it. Like a gradiated velocity.
Yeah, we only have so many minutes in each episode, Brandon.
It just looked bad. It was Magneto's like, I must go now. My planet needs me. And then he left on his giant asteroid.
No, Wolverine's hetero. There was one point where I thought Storm and Jean were gonna kiss, but I guess they're just best friends.
No, not burrito, but hard shell taco.
People are asking,
ass.
what about soft shell taco ass?
So I don't know. I just like when they used to draw a butt that looked like a butt. This new hard shell taco ass that you're drawing is not making me happy.
No, guy in his room. It gets me hyped. I'm excited. It's fun. Let's see. Slim Crow.
Butt.
So did it have the first gay kiss ever? Lowell, remember that's what X-Men were about, right?
Yeah.
Lamau.
It was fatal
they didn't.
attractions. They were fatally attracted to each other. They couldn't hold off the gay kiss.
No, there was none of that.
They
cool
had
action.
that for that one scene where Morph wanted to jump Wolverine while he was in the shower.
Yeah, that was kind of
that actually
suspect.
happened in one of the earlier episodes.
They slipped that in there. Morph is, I would say Morph doesn't need to be in the show.
He doesn't need to be in the show.
They're not finding good ways to put him in.
Makes zero sense
story.
Because, all right, fine. He died, and they allude to this in this episode. He was on the team for 15 minutes, and we just let him die, right? They say that in this episode, right?
Right.
So they didn't say
die.
he. But we had not seen a lot of Morph, right? So Morph's abilities, his mutant power is to morph into another anything, but then gain their full abilities, right? He could turn into the Hulk, and then he has the strength of the Hulk.
Right, he turns into the Hulk in this episode.
And
he gets the
fine
strength
for
of the
fan
Hulk.
service, but he gains the strength of Hulk. Why?
Well, that's his mutant power.
Like I could see him turning into Archangel or Angel, right? And he has the wings, and then he could fly, right? But like, why would you also gain? Because then if Morph got shot, he could just turn into Wolverine and then heal instantly.
Yeah, he should.
But he doesn't.
What about this though?
Then he's just like, is OP as hell.
I would say.
Or it means overpowered.
I would say.
See, even Bancroft knows it's OP. It's super OP.
Yeah, but that's not how Mystique works.
Right.
Hers is
Mystique
just aesthetic.
Exactly.
So,
which would make sense for a mutant ability, right?
Yeah.
They're usually one level.
Yeah, but I would say, yeah, you're right. This is OP, but this would probably make him like an Omega level mutant,
right?
Because he could morph into not only.
Why doesn't he just turn into Magneto and fight Magneto?
Right.
At the Magneto power that he has,
or Apocalypse.
Anything.
There should be some story-based thing around it where
he has to meet the guy or whatever, or touch him or
swap fluids with him, right?
Yeah, he has to swap fluids with them
to then obtain their powers. But here's the plot
That's where
hole.
the OP comes in.
But here's the plot hole. The plot hole, no pun intended, is he turned into the Hulk, who's not a mutant. He's not a mutant.
True. I was thinking that during the show. I'm like, oh, it'd be badass if he turned into Juggernaut.
Right.
Juggernaut kicks ass.
Which he did.
I'm like, Juggernaut is not a mutant. But you're right.
That's true.
Right.
Juggernaut's not a mutant either.
Not a mutant. He's magic.
So he turned into Juggernaut, I think, in the previous episode, and he's not a mutant.
You could argue that the Hulk is mutated, right?
Right, but he's not a mutant.
But
he's not an.
Fine, but he shouldn't be able to turn into Juggernaut, right? Because he doesn't have the magic backing of
Right, he doesn't have the the stone
the
of
moon
Sidorak
stone or whatever.
Sidorak, it's cool.
Do you hear my Juggernaut rant?
Juggernaut. Yeah, he should say it's morphin time. That's true. So that's a plot hole. Because, like, what if he turns into Doctor Strange? Can he do magic?
Right. The whole thing is stupid.
You're getting me on board with this idea about Morph.
It's really stupid.
Sidorak.
And his one-liner that he's got like one line in every episode, or sometimes he has no lines, but he's contributing nothing to anything.
Yeah. And it's a shame because they could use him more in the story because he has that relationship with Mr. Sinister that made him evil.
That's true. Somebody said I would just turn into Cyclops and then be smashing Jean Grey all the time. Right, but it seems like he's gay, so he wouldn't be doing that.
Right, he
wants to turn into Jean Grey so that Wolverine
would
be smashing him all the time.
Which he does turn into.
And he does turn into Jean Grey, and I'm pretty sure he turns into pregnant Jean Grey.
He does, yeah.
But he was actually
Madeline Pryor. So I recently watched an episode of the original series where Morph comes back, and it's Evil Morph. And Evil Morph does turn into Jean Grey to mess with Wolverine's mind in the old show. So that did happen.
All right. Well, did he have Jean Grey's powers back then?
No. In the old series, he never used like anyone's powers.
Right. If he turns into Jean Grey's an insanely powerful mutant, right? Why wouldn't he just do that and just wreck everyone?
Yeah.
Fine. He was funny because he was very snarky.
Yeah. He had a good voice. The voice actor was great. Let me wiggle this up. No, we're not on Wi-Fi. Look,
well, yes,
it
keeps bouncing to Wi-Fi.
Oh, it's because maybe the Ethernet was unplugged. All right, we're on.
Oh, maybe
we're on hard line now.
That's for Monday.
This is not the hard line. I do have to.
Did Xavier freeze time again? No, is Xavier even in this? He's barely in this.
No, he was in the last two episodes. Was he walking?
Didn't freeze time.
See, like I only saw 50% of the episode.
Oh my god!
And I don't remember.
He was not
if he
walking.
No. He was in a wheelchair.
He was in his wheelchair. They brought back the plaid blanket on his lap in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he faces off with Magneto, which is pretty badass.
And he keeps calling him Magnus,
Magnus,
which seems very insistent. Like it's overdone.
Yeah.
He's not calling him like Maggie or Eric.
I don't think they would call him Maggie. How do we know Morph isn't? Oh, how do we know one of you isn't Morph right now? That's true.
It's because I'm not coming on to a bunch of guys.
We don't have a potato cam. We just have bad connection.
Yeah, I don't know why. Are trash right
Brandon
now.
did trip over some wires earlier.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's an issue.
I haven't watched the original series in a long time. I feel like they called Magneto Eric a bunch of times in the original series. And now they won't call him Eric. They keep calling him Magnus.
I think it was Magnus.
I remember them calling him Magnus also, but I'm like, it's just too weird.
The Pixel with glasses is Brandon. Pixel with drivers is Phil. Yeah, our connection's not going up any farther. Magnus fights robots.
Robots.
We might have to do a little cartoon break because I have to use the bathroom here.
Yeah, that would make sense. Unplug the Ethernet cable real quick.
We're gonna drop. All right, I'm gonna start a cartoon and then we're gonna try to reset this internet. Be right back.
Hello. weird pervert running around in a red mask and a costume.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Oh, and I suppose you think that's funny, huh?
Uh-oh. Give her the old chicken fish.
See if he has any weapons in his shorts.
Nope, he's got nothing in there.
Hey, how do we look now, guys?
We still have no bars.
We still have one bar. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Shout out to Scotty Richards. But we're back. We're back.
Still terrible.
Lord Nemesis is here. Says looks fine. Still terrible. Like S. I think that's good, right? Potatoes.
Yeah, S tier is the
S
best.
tier's right. That's like
the
a
highest.
super tier. All right.
Right.
Should I unplug this and go
Yeah.
on Wi-Fi?
Try the Wi-Fi.
All right, we're unplugging
now.
All right. Well, I think we were on Wi-Fi.
No, we were on Ethernet. Now we're on Wi-Fi.
Now we're on Wi-Fi. Is the Wi-Fi any better?
We'll see.
Chicago Wi-Fi. We don't have AOL.
Yeah. We're on that KB modem.
Hey, at least the cartoon looked good, right? So how
Yeah.
does this change anything? The Wi-Fi will be even worse. Wish you had AOL. Better-ish. Maybe the cable is just not working. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the cable's just been.
Try blowing on it. On the Ethernet
Now it's
cable.
all humid.
Yeah, now there's water particles on there. Do I plug it back in?
I don't know. Just run on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we'll run on the
now.
Wi-Fi. We're gonna send Dennis the link. Let me do that. Hopefully, I could do this on Twitter here. Twitter. But before he jumps in here, I want to show off what I got in the mail. Where is he? There he is. Oh, I'm already here.
Yeah, this was unexpected.
The unexpected mail. I got this box in the mail from a Mr.
Audio's out of sync now.
No, from
That's what they're saying.
from Camel Moon. It's that bad. The audio's out of sync.
Yeah, it's a weird.
We'll see when Dennis comes in here. Unplug the tape. Here's Hail Salad. Let's get this off the sticks here. How do I look up close? Can you guys read what this says? Hail Salad.
That looks great. It's so shiny.
Very shiny. Beautiful Blu-ray from Camel Moon. And some goodies that I got, which my favorite is this beautiful sticker, the Camel Moon. I love the Camel Moon. He looks like Joe Camel, right?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit inspired. Love the sticker. This Club Camel card. Check that out. So shout outs to Camel Moon.
That gets you into any strip club.
Yeah, you just give this to the doorman at a strip club.
And then you wake up outside in the bushes.
Yeah, but it's a fun night. So shout outs to Camel. Thank you for that. 144p. Should I plug the Ethernet cable back in?
At least we're not interlaced. It's a progressive scan.
Oh no, I'm about to lose the cable. All right, let's bring Dennis in, the creator of Tome of Reckoning. Let's see, how do we get back? Here we go.
Yeah, I reseated it, I should say.
All right, let's bring him on. Dennis!
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man? How do we look to you?
Minecrafty?
Oh, that's $1 million game.
Yeah, huge industry right
guys look
there.
great. That's awesome.
We're going for a younger generation, the Minecrafters.
Well, it's working. It's working.
Sorry about the connection.
No, you're good.
Cool. How's everything, dude? I feel like you were just on like 2 weeks ago.
It feels like that as well. I think it might have been maybe a month ago. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
getting these books out. How many? Do you already have these in the can?
The third one is in the can. I just have the lettering that needs to be put on, and the fourth one is.
You didn't that make sense? You have these in the can.
Yeah. It's like you're done. Yeah, it's old school. It's old Hollywood terms.
It's like before your time, Brandon.
Yeah.
When the film is done, they put it in the tin can. So yeah. Yeah, that's in the can, and issue 4 is fully drawn and inked. I just need to get it colored and lettered, and that'll be ready to go sometime in August or September.
That's awesome. Working hard out there. I just pinned the link in the chat. So if you guys grabbed the previous books or haven't grabbed any, check out the campaign. You're on like 3 platforms, right?
I am. Yeah, I just launched on Fund My Comic and Kickstarter about 3 days ago. So there's a 30-day campaign on each one of those, and I think down to 27 das now. So yep, and I'm also on Indiegogo.
Sweet. Well, we're going to take a look at those in a second. Whip. We got Chad in the chat. Good to see you, Chad.
What's up, Chad?
Let's see. I love how Dio is streaming 720p versus 144. That's cool to see. It's like we're in different dimensions right now.
I'll be honest with you, that's a first for me. Usually it's me who's doing the potato filming. So
yeah, we're all about subversion tonight. So that's what we're doing. But before, when you're on, we talked about your book. This time, I want to talk about you as a creator and your inspirations. What was some of your favorite comics or artists growing up when you were getting into comics, and kind of the things that you look back on and maybe strive to get to, you know?
Yeah, I loved it all when it comes to superhero stuff when I was a kid. So from Batman to Spider-Man to Superman, we're talking late 80s, early 90s to mid 90s. And on as well. But the stuff that really influenced that era was just like a lot of the Spider-Man stuff that I was growing up with. I had my subscriptions. But yeah, superhero stuff heavily influences the book. You wouldn't be able to tell, but it's definitely influenced by the heroic stuff that I grew up reading, with a face of the horror stuff that I loved watching as a kid. But as for artists, I loved everybody from McFarlane to Jim Lee, but my biggest inspiration, I think, for me was Arthur Adams as a kid.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. I just got to meet him at C2E2.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, he seems like a cool dude, and his work is just, it just gets better and better all the time. His stuff is, got more cartoony later on in life, which I dug. But still super detailed, which is something that I would strive to do, but definitely not there. But yeah, I love Arthur Adams stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy because like everyone that I have talked to seems like that's a name that always comes up as inspiration for artists. And you're right. Like it's really cool to see how different his style changes over the years. They're saying it was actually better without you, Brandon.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So I think that might have been the issue.
Too much data.
It's funny. It's funny, dude. I don't even see Brandon right now on my screen. It's just a still shot of you.
What?
And yeah, I swear to God.
All right, we have a new cord, everybody. So we're going to see if this works. We're going to on the fly change these. Is it up or down? I think it's down here. All right, let's see how this works.
We'll be switching over soon.
We're switching over.
Signing a new IP address.
Brandon's sitting right next to me. They just can't see him.
It's awesome.
All right. So hopefully that get things better. But yeah, Art Adams is great.
That's crazy.
And you're saying that some of your subscription polls, like Spider-Man back in the day, and that's what I love about like being a creator is taking the stuff you love and kind of melding them together into new stories. We talked about last time you were on here about your love for mythology, myths, stuff like that. Which
Totally.
I'm cut from the same cloth there. I love that ancient storytelling and just the fact that you could see very similar stories told from different cultures across the world in different times, which is fascinating. It's something we studied in I actually had a mythology class that I took in college, and that was just super interesting to me.
Right? Yeah.
How
across the spans of the ocean, these people are having, the same mythologies, but just with different names attached to the heroic figures or the flood myths, all of that stuff. It's crazy, man. And that's a big influence on that story as well. So
yeah, like having that, what did, was it Carl Jung calling it the collective unconscious?
Yes. Yep.
And all those archetypes. And that's what's been so fun doing that show, like Creative Block, doing deep dives on stuff like that and character archetypes and the hero's journey.
Right.
That's super fun.
What if we have way too many tabs open and this computer just can't deal with?
No, we always
all
have
that
tabs
stuff.
open. I'll
Yeah,
close
but we
some.
always have connection problems on Fridays.
All right, I'm closing tabs.
That's awesome.
There's some stuff I didn't bring up. All right, tabs are being closed. And speaking of tabs, let me bring up your campaign here. Now, this remind me, how many pages is this?
The third issue is collectively, since I'm doing issues 1 through 3, it's going to be 106 pages, I think, total.
Awesome.
So 106 pages for all the books, 36 per page, 36 pages per issue for 1 and 2, and then for issue 3 is 34 pages.
Awesome. So for people that haven't read this previously, missed out on the previous campaign, they could get this featured tier here, which is both the first 2 issues collected and then a floppy for the third.
Sorry, broke up a little bit there.
Oh no. So for this first one, it's the first 2 issues are collected and then the third one, right?
Exactly. Cool. Yeah. So the first 2 are collected in a nice little TPB, and then the third issue is a floppy.
You cannot see the campaign right now? Or can you?
It seems like on our end, everything is a huge delay. Our connection to the StreamYard servers must just be trash. Maybe close like some of those like Rumble and stuff up there.
All right. Closing it all.
Hard reset.
Yeah, it's so weird. I wonder what the problem is.
Well, it sucks because you guys are probably paying top dollar for your internet anyway.
Well, yeah, the building has like AT&T fiber or something like that, which is the fiber optic cable with a bunch of bandwidth. But there's also like a ton of other computers in the office using stuff to like upload the game to the programmer and things like that.
Yeah, I can't just do this. Henry Beeman says, Phil, close the 30 Sydney Sweeney tabs you have open. Can't do that, Henry.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, that's it.
We do have a super chat here for $5. Just blame the sun starting fire and radiate. Yeah, I heard something about some like magneto what's going on with the Earth? The magnetic pole is collapsing.
Sweet.
The sun is shooting a bunch of solar flares at the Earth tonight. They actually said that because there's so much solar activity tonight, that most of the United States, excluding Hawaii, the real states, are going to be able to see the aurora borealis.
I heard that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. I saw a tweet just recently from somebody in Scotland who has the aurora borealis over their head, but it's pink. The photos are awesome, dude. It's crazy looking. Yeah, it's crazy.
I hope we can see that.
To
always
see
wanted to see that.
Coronal ejection.
Ooh,
is that like COVID or something?
Well, I know the sun is going into a new state of dormancy or something.
Bonk. Yeah, it's crazy.
Filled up my tank full of gas yesterday.
For what?
Just
in case the crazy stuff like the power grid goes down or whatever.
Exactly.
Then you need something to drink. You got a full tank of gas right there.
You got that gas?
Awesome.
Would you owe a bonk? Here, I'll do a little Japanese bonk for you.
Yeah, with all of the solar activity, Snark.com is right. You could have aurora borealis located entirely within your kitchen at this time of day in this part of the country.
Yeah, that is amazing.
That's going to be the whole country, basically.
It's awesome.
All right, tell us. Hopefully, we sound better now. And can you see the campaign?
I don't see the campaign, but I see you two now, so that's good.
All right. What about?
I'm sure it's a very heavily delayed video of us.
Well, talk about this story.
No. Sure.
What happened previously and going into the third issue? Where are we at?
Sure. So the first story is about a girl named Maureen McKeown who is headed back to her hometown after the death of her mother, hoping to find solace and comfort in her friends. But she has her world upended when a stranger appears on her door, and she has visions of deceased people warning her with a dire warning that they're coming for you. So the first story just kicks off the whole world of the Tome Reckoning introduces the characters of Murphy, Maureen McKeown, a guy named John. It's a little bit more fancy than that, but he's a quote unquote space ninja. You see him in the first book, and a nefarious force of government entities that are after these guys for unknown reasons at the moment. Issue 2 continues that story with Murphy being captured by the police, Maureen being taken away by a shadowy figure, the John guy. I don't want to give too much away. And the police station being under siege by said nefarious government entities. And then in 3, we are introduced to a whole new slew of characters, another group of PMC characters that are on probably the good side. We'll find out more. But Maureen is finding out more about her captor and more about herself in this time. And Murphy and Sarah are on a road trip to be reunited with Maureen.
Yeah, we're scrolling through the images. I don't know if anyone can see them, but the link is in the description. It's in the chat. You guys should pull it up if you have a second monitor. And I'd implore everybody to please go out and get a second monitor for your computer. It makes life a lot easier. It's a good investment. But werewolves in here, space ninjas. I remember the space ninja from the first one.
Right.
Or he's got tentacles and man, he's really cool design. And I love the fact it's like a mash of different genres in one, which I dig because I like stuff like that. Lost Pages is similar to that as well. And just building up to almost like a team.
Yes, for sure.
Which is very cool. Now, is that something we're going to see down the line? Also, how many issues you have planned for this?
Total 15. So
nice.
4 is done. I'm slowly working on 5. As soon as 4 is out, I'm going to take a little break just to get ahead of the game, so I can just have a book that's ready to rock and roll when the time comes for the next campaign. And I think actually working digitally now is helping me as well. all the inks and everything else, and instead of penciling and then inking, I can just go straight to inks with speed up the process for the issues from 5 on.
Very cool. Awesome. Yeah, Eddie Winkler says book sounds great. Yeah, and if you guys are interested, you guys could back on Indiegogo or Fun My Comic or Kickstarter, however you guys like to grab your books. Now, I know you've been working on this for a while. Did you go to the Kubert School?
I did. I went for the first year. I went to the Kubert School for year 1, and hey, Nick, what's up, dude? Yes, exactly. They call me Dennis. Yeah, it's the English translation. It's like what Bancroft says, his government name. So yeah, Nick's a great dude.
Yeah.
I went to the Kubert School a while ago, and went for that first year, and had a blast. Met a lot of good people, and the Kubert School back in 2003. It's insane. Dude, thank you. Cool, man.
Yeah. Shout outs to Nick. He has, he snuck into the Kubert School one year, and I know he met a lot of people there. He's told me stories. But yeah, let's see. He says, I call him Dennis because who can remember that name back at the Kubert School in 2003? Super fun guy, great talker, great artist, and tripod. All just that man. Yeah. Thanks for the $10, buddy. Here's a little bonk for you. Let's see. Let's not do a long one. So thanks, Nick. But yeah, so you studied this craft and been working on it for a really long time. Is this the first book that you're doing that's like your own IP?
It is, yeah. This is the first thing that I'm doing. I tried to bust in before, doing the portfolio reviews and everything, but my heart wasn't in somebody else's story as much as it is in telling my own. Because I've had this story since I was 12, and it's been eating away at me. It's probably why I'm bald. Yeah, it's just one of those things where I just want to do my own stories, And this is one of many stories I want to do, but I want to get this one out and then work on some other ones as well. Maybe even hire some other artists, which I think would be sort of cool. To do some of the other stories I have that are shorter in nature as well. But
yeah, that's super exciting because I'm just a writer, so seeing other people's interpretations of my character is so cool. But I have a lot of artist buddies that do that, hire other of their friends or artists to do shorts, and it's just such a cool thing to see your character, your idea interpreted by another person's hands. There's nothing like it. Even just fan art is just so rad seeing that out there. Because all the stories that we've grown up reading and watching and movies and stuff, like those culminations and all of those different genres and characters are what inspire us. Mm-hmm. So like my goal is to make something that inspires a creator down the line as well. So to see fan art, stuff like that.
Exactly. And and you're inspiring yourself first and foremost. I can tell by the world you've created that I think it's your love first, you know what I mean? Which is why so many people have gravitated to your books. It's just because you put your love into it. It's something you want to do, and I hope that's like you have and a lot of these other indie creators have, where it's just, it's not doing it for the buck. A book is not against a buck. But it comes when people see that you're genuine about your craft and you love what you're doing, man. And I can tell that's what you're doing. So hopefully people can see that about myself as well.
Thanks, man. Yeah, definitely. This stuff is super cool, super original stuff. Do you have any plans on going out and doing conventions and bringing these books to people in person?
For sure. I'd love to. The social media thing it was never sort of my thing. And I think just meeting in person and actually, eye to eye contact. I think that's just my strong suit. I just find that a little bit easier to do. So yeah, definitely, I want to hit conventions up. I want to get out there and actually and meet the people, because it's something I missed back in the day too. Was going for portfolio reviews, just seeing the liveliness, man, and not being around. Like, it's great. You have your brother there, so you guys are just bouncing stuff off creatively. And luckily my wife is a creative too. She helps me on the book. She colors. She has her own stuff that she's doing. She's a great artist. But there's something about going to conventions that just gets that creative juice flowing. You know what I mean? Seeing everybody at their tables, seeing all the new stuff that's out, and just the vibe that's there. So yeah, for sure, I'll be hitting conventions this year and hopefully beyond. I die tomorrow. I'd be hilarious.
No, we don't want that. Yeah, cons are really cool because it's a whole other audience. And we just did C2E2, and we had some people that came to get the new books that learned about us last year at the convention.
I saw some pictures, dude. That was really cool. Them holding up the books, and just and stoked to get another one, dude. I'm happy for you guys, man. That's awesome. Super
Thanks,
cool.
man. It was fun. So I think cons it's something we did way back in the day, like before we started putting this quality of work out, like right when we came up with some of our characters. We did some Wizard Worlds, and it's total, like, it's being an artist alley is different from being like at an exhibitor booth or on the actual con floor. Trying to be like a carnival barker, like a random person walking by and be like, "Hey, you want to hear about my comic?"
Right.
And it's so different because I've been in the situation of the person walking past and hearing someone be like, "Hey, you want to hear about my indie comic?" And I'm just like, not really.
Most of the time, they're just slice of life comics about themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Well, luckily you guys have, and I hope I have just a smidgen of that. But you guys have that personality, dude, that I think is tantamount to actually drawing people into your table. You know what I mean? It's not just, hey, can you read my comic? You guys have vibrance. You guys have a cadence to your speaking. It's you guys are entertaining. So I think that goes to your point of the carnival barking. You actually have to be a P.T. Barnum, you know what I mean? Not the bearded lady. You know what I'm saying? Well, the bearded lady. But you guys have that showmanship that I think helps when you're meeting people in person. So, and you guys know a lot of artists. I mean, I'm one, and I know a lot who maybe don't have that personality either. So I think you guys have a step up on the competition when it comes to that, meeting people in person.
Sure. It's hard, and I think streaming actually helps that. And finding your voice online and doing streams like this, promotion like that, helps you be more comfortable speaking, obviously, and talking about your stories. And so, like, doing streams, and that's all practice for the real world stuff, I guess.
You guys have good timing though too. You're funny. Which is not something everybody else has either. So that's
we try. I think half of it is the soundboard. That actually really helps. So we need to bring one of these to conventions.
Hey, it doesn't press itself, so you got to take credit for that too, dude.
And I think too, now that we're doing conventions and you have a lot more art that we have a little wall that we put up behind us where Brandon has like prints and pinups and stuff. That's the force people into. Yeah. So,
that's almost necessary because people, unless they're really diehard like indie comic fans where they're trying to help out small creators and stuff like that, they need a reason to stop, and it's got to be something that they recognize, and then they're like, "Wow, you do this art?" And then they're, yeah, I do. I also do these comic books, and my brother writes them, and I do art for them and stuff like that. And they're like, "Wow, you get a lot going on. What's this about?" That is a really, really good in.
You need that lore.
For sure. Yeah, I'm looking to get a banner made for the next convention. Something eye catching, and maybe a wig, maybe some extensions. We'll see what goes on.
It could work, but those things that bring you in, like if you ever see like Shelby Robertson when he goes to cons, he's got like a bunch of fan art he's just accumulated over the years, which is hilarious because we've purchased some of it not even knowing who Shelby was before the fact. Which is cool. But those are definitely things that lure you in that you could then slide in with here's my comic. Definitely. So where would you, like, do you have any cons lined up, or if you were going to go to, what are some of the ones that you would look at, or
I might be going to Tampa this year. I know that's a hot button subject, but
Tampa.
Tampa. I went. Was it last year? I think I went and saw you guys at the table. but I think I might actually go this year and get a booth over there, and then probably something in Orlando. And I'd like to as the kids get older, do some traveling. I'd like to do Heroes Con in North Carolina. I hear that one's awesome, and North Carolina is beautiful. And I'd like to get back to Chicago, dude. I mean, I remember hitting Wizard World back in the day. Back when Arab Seamus was still a name. Still a name to me, damn it. But yeah, he's hitting that. Chicago is a great town, dude. Great food. So I'd love to get back in that area as well. Just anywhere I can. I really just want to get back and get that feeling again. Because, as fun as it is being online and seeing everybody's stuff, which is great. And that's actually another inspiration for me is seeing, you guys and all these other great artists doing their thing and writers doing their thing. It's just, I would love to hit all these conventions and just, get that good regional food and regional vibes from all these people that are just, bringing their A game to these conventions, man. I just love that aspect of it. Just the liveliness of it,
Yeah, and walking through Artist Alley and making new friends and networking stuff, that's a huge part of it as well. It's so cool. And hopefully you could come out to it's Fan Expo now.
Yeah, we have Fan Expo.
What used to be Wizard World. It's in the same spot, and they have some great places around there too to chill out, or there's a mall over there too. And it's not in the heart of Chicago, so that one's awesome. We got cool. Nikki P in the chat says just backed. Sorry it took so long, brother. Hell yeah,
dude. You don't have to. I don't expect anybody to back, dude. Thank you though, brother. I appreciate that, man. It's nothing I ever expect of anybody. When it happens, it's a great thing. But dude, Nick, speaking of other people that have influenced seeing Axe Wielder John, man, it's great to see that story coming to fruition and seeing it do so dang well. It's such great art too, man. It's insane, and the story from what I hear is out of this world. So
yeah, he's killing it. That was one of my top books of last year. So freaking for a lot of people too. Yeah, he's kicking ass. So that is now that you got a backer on the stream. That's the what are we calling that? The DIAZ.
Zades. You've caught.
You caught Zades. Yeah, that's what it is.
You've contracted Zades.
That's right.
Well, I had AIDS once, but what?
Oh, that's a long story.
No, I'm just kidding. It cleared up.
That's good. Cool. There you got the Zades.
Zade sounds way more fun. The Zades app. Nice.
There you go. But yeah, guys, the link is in the description. Check it out. Be like Nikki P. Go back this book so we can get more of this awesome story. The 4th book is already done and ready to be crowdfunded after this. So, just like this one, you won't have to wait to get these stories. A year or so. So definitely go and back Tome of Reckoning. Are you do you have a YouTube channel? Are you
I do. I'm actually going to be doing shorts, I think, more so than anything else. But
nice.
I think it's just the Tome of Reckoning. I have to look. It hasn't really been anything uploaded on there, but I think now that I'm working digitally, it's gonna be so much easier to put the process up now. So yeah, I'll be doing shorts and stuff like that on there pretty soon.
What program do you use digitally?
Procreate. My wife uses Photoshop. She has her little not her little, but she has her tablet that she uses. She works traditionally as well, but for my comics she colors on there. But I've been using Procreate. I love it, dude. It's got such a good pencil like feeling. I bought her the iPad a couple of years ago for Christmas, and I feel like I'm the jerk now because I'm using it all the time. But it's nice, dude. And for a $20 program, you get everything, and you don't have to worry about subscription or any of that stuff. And dude, just the pencils on there are great. The brushes are great, and I'm having such a blast on there. I can go straight from penciling to inking while I'm doing it, as opposed to doing the same chore twice. So it's been nice, dude. It's been really nice. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really good to hear. And does that? I'd imagine that has like a built-in recording feature too, so you can do like.
It does. Yeah, sweet. Dude, it's awesome. Yeah, and it has. We just bought their animation program as well, so I'm hoping to probably figure out how to do some rotoscoping stuff and maybe do some animation stuff as well. So,
badass. Cool. Well, dude, thanks for coming on. We're going to. I guess we're not raiding into anybody.
Yeah, there's no Bancroft.
No Bancroft. Let me check really quick. Maybe he's lying to us. But yeah, everybody have a great weekend. We're going to be doing a bunch more fulfillment this weekend. A
a lot of books to pack now that we have everything consolidated in one space. And let me see what we're if there's anyone we could send you over to. Nick says iPad Pro is freaking king. The new.
It's awesome.
I can't open up.
It's the
anything
computer.
else.
It's the computer. I went into the office and jumped into StreamYards, and it had full connection with no issues whatsoever.
This is supposed to be the streaming laptop.
Yeah, there's something wrong with this computer.
Well, we got to tell the boss we got to get a new one.
Yeah. I mean, for this, what's going on here? Like, it should just be any crappy computer should be able to do.
We'll write it off, business expense. Well, I'm sorry, I can't even open up YouTube without this crashing. So, you guys are free. We release you. Go wander the YouTube space. Tell them the Diaz brothers sent you, and anywhere that people could follow you.
Twitter at Tome of Reckoning Comics. On Instagram with
we're all frozen.
Dionysius _ DJA.
Completely.
So yeah.
Everything was running completely fine with all the stuff that I had open on my computer.
Damn it. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. Hopefully, maybe we get a new computer for next week. But until then, we'll see you Monday. Catch Dennis on his Twitter. Follow him. Spread this around. If you guys are going to back, but you can't back right now, heart that little, hit that heart button on Indiegogo so you get all the updates. And spread it out. Shout it out, everybody.
You got to say hi to Sumo before he turns heel.
Oh, my God. Sumo! Has he been here the whole time?
Yeah, he did say something earlier.
Let me see if I can find him. I'm sorry, Sumo. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, you passed him up already.
It's I blame the internet. All right. But it's good to see you in the chat, brother. Everybody have a great Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
And
go watch a What I've Learned video. They're amazing and entertaining and informational. Infotainment.
And then also watch X-Men 97 because
You
it's
can
good.
do that if you want.
All right.
You have to watch a What I've Learned video.
See you later.
Threats are part of wrestling, you know. But you gotta look at the person that's making the threats. This fat son of a bitch is challenging all of us, has been world champions before, been in this business 15, 20 years, and this fat son of a bitch is gonna challenge us all out.
Calm down, okay? All right?
He's fat! I'm gonna...